Care of Atlanta. Moms know. With young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
I knew your name before you did.
It's a new era.
Great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit Piedmont.org.
Athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
It's a new era for Atlanta United as Tony Annan takes over on the sidelines for Atlanta United 2. His young side against a veteran Miami FC side coming up. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus next. Time for a little action at the Fraction with the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Two teams chasing after their first wins of the season in Group H. Atlanta United 2 coming up on short rest after the match in Charleston over the weekend, coming in at 0-3-1. Miami FC for the first time in 145 days hits the pitch, and they're chasing after their first win as well with a record of 0-1. Alongside Jason Longshore, I am John Nelson. Thanks for accessing us however you are doing so, large device or small. And Jason, the biggest story comes from Atlanta United, and it's the guy on the touchline.
Tony Annan making his pro debut tonight. The academy director steps in as the interim head coach of Atlanta United 2. Stephen Glass, who we've gotten to know with the Twos, he's moved up to the first team and will be in charge on an interim basis when Major League Soccer returns.
And let's take a look at some of the players in the spot shadow tonight. And one that has really impressed you early on in the year, Coleman Gannon.
Youngest goal scorer in Atlanta United 2 history. He's been a regular for the team this season. 1 goal, 1 assist, but he's played a lot of different positions. Tonight, he's in the holding midfield. That's one spot we haven't seen him yet.
On the flip side for Miami FC, it's a homecoming for a couple of players. One in the 18 tonight.
Romario Williams not starting, but he's an option for Nelson Vargas off the bench. 7 goals for Atlanta United 2. As he was part of the first team, getting minutes for the Twos over the last couple of years. Double-digit goal scorer for Charleston. Huge weapon for Miami tonight off the bench.
And we'll keep an eye on that. When we come back, we'll let you see the starting 11s, get you ready for the first 45 minutes, and more on the Tony Annan story from the Fraction. It's the USL Championship, Atlanta United 2 hosting Miami FC. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
He'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
He'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Welcome back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Let's take a look at your starting lineups here, starting off with Atlanta United 2 tonight, Jason.
Jackson Conway starting up top, leading goal scorer for the squad with 2 goals. Back line, Will Riley is starting as a center back. He's mostly played in the holding midfield. That opens up the spot for Coleman Gannon, playing in a little bit deeper role this time around. Jack Gurr, Madhu Jadama and Riley have played every minute so far this season. Keep an eye on number 7, Mackie Jope. This is his second straight start. He's been very dangerous so far this season.
And the flip side for Miami FC, what do you see?
It's going to play a little more like a 4-1-4-1 than this 4-3-3 that we see. Harrison Heath becomes the key player for Miami. Second year with the club. He played for Atlanta United in 2017. He's going to sit behind Granito and Roseboom. Keep an eye on Mohamed Chow. It's his second year for the squad as well. 16 goals and 23 appearances in different leagues that Miami FC played in last year. Miguel Gonzalez on the left side as well, another big goal scorer for this club. 21 goals in 24 appearances in 2019. Sebastian Velasquez up top on the right side. 50 MLS appearances. USL veteran with Real Monarchs.
There's your manager for Miami FC, Nelson Vargas. Vargas, player at Standard Liège, played for the Tampa Bay Mutiny in the 90s, also the Miami Fusion as a part of MLS. And there's Tony Gannon, the lead story this evening for Atlanta United.
Nelson Vargas looking for intensity at the start. They didn't have it in that first game. Tony Gannon's always looking for intensity out of this young team. This should be a very high-tempo start from both sides.
Before the match, the players took a knee as the United Soccer League, all 35 championship clubs and its players, stood together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. They had a 15-second moment of silence to remind us all that we are all united against racism as we get ready for the first 45 here. There's your whistle, and we are now underway here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Your crew tonight, the referee, the man in the middle, Islan Peksanar. Your assistants, Zachary McWhorter and Kyle Johnston. Your fourth official tonight is Rashawn Clark, and we are now underway from Kennesaw. Back to Ben Lundgaard. He will send it forward with the right. Trying to find some kind of a dance partner here. Babacar Njai with his first action of the season, getting his first handle on it as well.
We'll see how this shape for Atlanta United 2 lines up. It's not looking like the 3-4-3 that we've seen so far. It looks like Riley is pushed up into the midfield, and it's a line of 4 with Wiley on the left and Gurr on the right.
Silvestre working it into center circle, and our first whistle a minute in. Jack Gurr is down. Peksanar looking at him. Gannon as well. And Jack is now up. Trying to catch his breath a little bit here. Riley introduces it. Went through one of the puddles from the pregame sprinklers. Granito has it for Miami to Roseboom. Picked off by Njai. Trying to drive his way through traffic, but it's knocked away from him and out for a throw. So you're seeing a lot of pressure from Miami FC. Jason, when you looked at this matchup, what'd you think? You went to the jukebox for this one.
Yeah, you know I'm always going to go to the music if I can. Atlanta United 2 has to handle the adversity here. You have a new person in charge on the touchline. Stephen Glass moving up to the first team. You also have to have a little bit of swagger, and you do it. This is a young team that likes to show off their skills. You want to find those moments early on. For Miami, they haven't played in 145 days. They've got to try to find a rhythm, and they've got to find some cohesion as well. That loss against St. Louis, some shocking mistakes. They've got to eliminate those here on the road tonight.
Gave up a lot of shots, and a lot of shots on target as well. Look like we might have some rooster tails and some splashing with some of the passing early on here in the middle third to keep an eye on. Slow the pace of play a little bit. Riley. Gurr with the right, knocked up into the air by Roseboom. Miami trying to turn, pressure from Riley there, knocks it all the way back. Giannis Luba was chasing, as was Philip Goodrum, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Atlanta settling into a 4-3-3 tonight. Mentioned the back line with Jadama and Tubbs, flanked by Wiley and Gurr. It's Babakar Njai and Will Riley sitting behind Coleman Gannon. Gannon's in a very free role to support the attack tonight.
Foul on Miami, Atlanta United 2. With the throw, Njai gets it. A little back and forth, and it will go all the way back. Back and forth with Jadama and Tubbs. Pressure from Miami FC. Jadama wearing the captain's armband tonight. He'll find Mackie Jope.
Jope checking back deep to get on the ball.
Tubbs with some space. He'll drive through. Deflected. Mackie Jope trying to find Coleman Gannon. Big forearm to clear Gannon out of the way. No call there. It looks like Granito will come out with it for Miami FC into center circle. Roseboom. And they'll go all the way back to Silvestre. Jackson Conway in pursuit. Silvestre just gets rid of it to Hassan Nadam. Joe pressuring as well. It's going to go back to Silvestre, and he'll just pick it up to calm things down a little bit here for Miami. Halfway through minute 5, goalless here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight here on the USL Championship on ESPN+. Granito. Nicely done to backtrack there by Jack Gurr to get it back to Lundgaard.
Good read from Gurr to hop in front of Miguel Gonzalez.
Tubbs. Back and forth with Gurr. Now he'll look to have some space. Cut off quickly. Riley. Jadama. Back and forth with Njai.
Miami getting numbers forward, making it difficult for Atlanta to play out of the back. Even Harrison Heath stepping up very high. Atlanta has to recognize those situations and try to play in behind.
Tubbs was looking for Gurr, too much on it, so it's going to be a throw, middle third for Giannis Luba and Miami FC.
Luba made his pro debut last year for New York Red Bulls 2. Came to the States from Germany to play at Fordham.
Luba intercepts. Miami FC with possession, center circle. Nice turn there. Granito. And Franco had it knocked away. Granito looked like he wanted someone else to chase after it. Harrison Heath is there now. Big right picked off nicely there by Gurr. He read that one all the way, but it'll be another throw for Miami.
Heath trying to open up the game a little bit, but Jack Gurr holding his ground on that right side.
Pressure by Gannon on Roseboom. They're going to call Coleman Gannon for the foul.
Gannon late with the challenge.
Brenton Griffiths will send it forward. And a whistle.
A little bit of arguing about where that should be taken from.
Center ref Islan Peksanar wants it, I believe, back a little further.
The foul was further back. So they took it further up, but played it back.
Intercepted, nicely done there by Gannon. Gannon and Conway, Mackie Jope. Looking to drive, can he set up with the left? Reaches with the left, Silvestre was there. He had the post covered. And it looks like it went out before it was touched by Silvestre. So
Silvestre never touched it. Jope with the turn to the left foot. It gets under Silvestre. He reacted late, positioning very good, but his reaction is incredibly late. Gets under him, goes off the backside of the goalpost.
Griffiths trying to send it forward to Roseboom, over Roseboom. So it's going to be a throw now for Atlanta United 2. Jackson Conway. Wiley has some space, looking to drive inside the area. Flick with the left, headed away. Opportunity there for Atlanta United 2.
Good ball from Wiley down the left side.
Heath kind of chunked it, but he found a target in Roseboom. Can Miami FC get out of this particular jam? Nicely chested down by Tubbs to regain possession for the Stripes. Kerr was looking for the big switch there, didn't get it. Marco Franco picks it off.
Atlanta looking more comfortable as the game speeds up.
Granito was there with Velasquez. Velasquez having to backtrack to hang on to it.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Good.
Velasquez again. Had Heath to his right. Kept going. Jonas Luba. Driving on Riley and Tubbs, sending it forward, but getting there first was Mo Jadama, so it'll be a goal kick for Ben Lundgaard. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. Halfway through minute 10. Quick pace with these two clubs, Miami FC and Atlanta United 2. Philip Goodrum now. Roseboom heads him off. So Riley was there, and he'll go all the way back to Mo Jadama with space.
We've seen Goodrum and Conway start to develop a nice partnership up top. Haven't seen them link up so far tonight.
Riley had one idea, just gave it to Jadama instead. Velasquez pressuring him. Center circle, Njai. As it bumped away, Njai tries to regain possession. It ends up with Miami and Velasquez.
Can't get caught in possession right there at midfield, Njai.
Franco. Into the area, headed out. Nice physical work there by Njai to regain possession away from Velasquez as they both fought for it. They're going to call a foul there as upended was Njai by Miguel Gonzalez.
It's not like anybody's pulling Njai off the ball. Velasquez tried and failed.
Griffiths quickly trying to get it back to Sylvester, and he just has to pop it up into the air to get rid of it as Mackie Jope was in pursuit.
This is why Atlanta needs to push the pace. Miami really struggling to find any kind of cohesion. So to be expected. You know, their last game was 145 days ago. This is their first game since the restart. Atlanta's played a few times since the restart.
Velasquez pokes it through. Granito will track it down. Wants to send it into the area with the left, thought about it, pulled it back. Franco now tries to put it in, deflected, can't get it back second. Jackson Conway tries to control, he can't. It ends up going all the way back to Hassan Nadam, Heath, and Velasquez. Back to Granito. Into the corner, and Franco into the area with the right, cleared out easily.
As Miami gets comfortable, you see the quality this team has. They have quite a few players who were with them last year in the NPSL, in the NISA, just trying to develop their 2020 rhythm.
You saw Griffiths knock Mackie Jope off the ball to gain possession back. Nadam and Granito now.
It's a good no call. Jope wasn't getting on the end of that.
A lot of folks calling for it from Granito. He'll go with the big switch all the way over to Luba. Into the left, and the open space is there. Flicked it in. Mohamed Shaw was all by himself. It was him and Lundgaard. He got to the ball first. Shaw kicks it over Lundgaard. Miami FC with a goal on the board halfway through minute 13, and the game got a little frantic. Miami gets the first goal on the board.
Gets some touches in the final third. They're able to pick Atlanta apart. Way too easy for Mohamed Chow in front of goal. Nobody near him on the edge of the six. Chow's 17th goal for the club. The faster the game was, Atlanta looked better, but as Miami started to string touches together, you see the quality of this side. Atlanta has to rebound here. Giving up early goals has been a problem for this club. They have to have a response now.
Mo Jadama raised his hand. He was looking for an offside call, did not get it from the official. And Chaw just kicks it over Ben Lundgaard, and it's 1-0 to the visitors after their long bus trip coming from South Florida all the way up here to north of Atlanta. So how do the Stripes respond? Tubbs, Njai, Jadama, Velasquez with pressure. Riley helped out there. Tubbs and Gurr. Goodrum as it bumped away. Riley looking to go in for the right. Silvestre ends up with it. So Miami FC will start minute 15 all over again.
The big switch from the right to the left for Atlanta United 2 has come up short a couple of times.
Jadama into Riley and Roseboom. But nicely done there by Gurr to defend to get the break going, to keep the break from going from Miami FC, and it's going to stay in. Look at the last goal here real quick.
See if we can get anything out of this angle. It's close. The angle doesn't give us enough. The AR is going to have the better angle than we do. Have a little bit of shenanigans here.
Silvestre and Conway having a bit of a disagreement. And so Jackson Conway wondering why he was the one that got the yellow card as he was trying to get in deep for Atlanta United. So here's Silvestre. There goes Conway after it.
There's no reason for the yellow. Silvestre was dribbling back into his 18, and he's a field player at that point. He's bending over to try to get two hands on it. Conway has every opportunity to play that. A little surprising there. Jackson Conway picking up the yellow card.
Yep.
Goalkeepers get protected, but that's one where Silvestre, it's the long clearance from Gurr down the line. Silvestre dribbles it back in to use his hands inside the 18. He's taking his time with it. Jackson Conway puts the pressure on. That's fair game.
And Conway's given the yellow instead. We'll have to keep an eye on that as we go here tonight. Jadama on the intercept. Wiley will settle. Mackie Jope tries to send it behind himself to keep him going from left to right. Can't control it, and it's going to go back to Miami FC.
Atlanta has to regain that confidence, that swagger that we talked about in the Keys. They have to regain that even after conceding a goal. You start to see some of the shaky touches, shaky passes.
You saw Goodrum in pursuit there against Griffiths. He had to get rid of it quickly. Roseboom now, Riley on him. Nicely done, bumped off there from Gonzalez, and here comes Atlanta United 2, intercepted. It's going to end backed up with Silvestre, and he's going to take his time about it.
The ball was there for Njai to play Mackie Jope in. Not enough on it.
There's the pressure that you were talking about, and creates a turnover. Njai, Conway. He's going to have to pull it back out. Stripes will reset. Wiley with a little bit of room.
Miami trying to keep organized now with all 10 field players in their own half.
Gurr, Goodrum tries to get it in with the right, blocked. Harrison Heath now with it just outside the area. He'll send it back to Roseboom. Goodrum slipped trying to backtrack, and Miami will come back with it.
Love the composure from Harrison Heath. Creates an opening by going backwards first.
I'm going to call Chaw there for the foul. Halfway through minute 18, Chaw with the goal in the 13th. Flicking it over Ben Lundgaard, 1-0 Miami with the lead. having to go all the way back to March the 7th when Miami FC played a match against St. Louis FC. It was a 4-1 loss. That was the last event they had in the USL Championship until tonight. Whistle and another foul. That one's also on Jonas Luba of Miami FC. And so because of that, there's another 9-day gap after this one. 15 matches in 68 days. Finish out the season. Let's take a look at the last play.
Luba commits the foul, kicks very high. Not quite sure if he caught him in the face or not. It was close enough. No yellow card on that.
Tubbs and Njai back and forth. Tubbs drives a little bit, keeps driving, has some space. Nicely done there. Into the area, Mackie Jope got there first, bumped off. Here comes Hassan Nadam with it, and Miami will charge out. Shaw. Velasquez and back to Franco, and he'll go back to Silvestre here early minute 20. Griffiths intercepted. Jackson Conway, is he going to launch with the left? He does, and it's over everything. Was leaning back, went well over the goal, but once again, that pressure from Atlanta United 2 creating turnovers and short fields for the Stripes.
Look at this now. Miami's going to give Atlanta opportunities here. They're going to try to play out of the back. They really are still trying to build those connections. It's an easy giveaway. Good recovery from Miami to not give Jackson Conway too many options. He goes for the one from distance. Had to hit it perfectly, and he did not.
Silvestre into it, just past center circle. Second ball won by Atlanta United 2. Chaw was there, Riley is there, and so is Velasquez. Heath, center circle. Franco looking to get sprung. Granito has it, and it goes back to Hassan Nadam. Too much on that looking for Velasquez, and the Stripes have it with Mo Jadama. Back and forth, but here comes the pressure from Miami FC. Velasquez, Jadama goes back to Ben Lundgaard, and he finds Wiley with room. Looked like Wiley didn't hit that one the way that he wanted to, so it ends up going out, and it'll be a Miami FC throw.
Pressure from Velasquez threw Wiley off. He has to be able to handle hearing those footsteps coming up from behind him.
Don't miss a minute of action in 2020 in the USL Championship. Sign up today. Get alerts all year long by following Atlanta United 2 on ESPN.com. Search for the Stripes, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Get reminders on Atlanta United 2's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. There's the pressure you were talking about. Will Riley gets the turnover. Goes back to Ben Lundgaard. Atlanta United 2 will reset. Halfway through minute 22, Lundgaard and Tubbs. Back and forth with Gurr. Njai back to help. Goes to Jadama instead. Big left looking to spring Mackie Jope, and he does. Can Jope control it? Into the corner, good flick, tries to keep it to himself, past Franco into the area. Nadam is there, and it's going to be our first Creature Comforts corner of the night.
Great ball from Babakar Njai down the left side. Jope lets it run. He knows he has pace on Marco Franco. Gets a end line. The cross is a good one and cleared out for a corner. Trying to pull that back for Jackson Conway at the top of the 6.
Jack Gurr directing a little traffic. Coleman Gannon right in front of Silvestre. High set at the top of the area for Atlanta United 2. Let's see what they have in mind here. Over Gannon. Heads clash a little bit. Silvestre ends up on it. hit a couple of different bodies, but ends up in Silvestra's hands.
Jadama had a pretty good look at this, just couldn't get there. Neither could Griffiths. A little bit of pinball falls to Silvestra.
Goodrum tried to get in the way of that Silvestra pass. Miami FC on a bit of a work here. Granito tried to find Franco, but got Velasquez first. Now it's in the corner to Franco, into the area. Picked off dangerously by Tubbs as Lundgaard was coming out, and Mo Jadama will clear.
Need better communication there. Lundgaard's coming for it. Tubbs did not react and cleared it.
They're going to call a foul on Will Riley there as he was going after the ball and got Granito instead.
Granito made sure that everybody here heard him.
Mm-hmm.
See if we get another look at that. Second year with the Miami FC, Tomas Granito earned his first appearance with the El Salvador national team last year. Going to play his way back into some appearances as they get ready for World Cup qualifying.
Heath right into the two-man wall. Franco tracks it down. Thought about going back to Silvestra, but back to Harrison Heath. Coleman Gannon knocks him off. Didn't look like there was a whole lot there, but you're going to get the whistle from Pexonar.
That's a veteran in Harrison Heath. He pulls it back, and he knows he's trapped in that spot. Gannon with good pressure, but Heath just pulls it back to a spot that he's not getting on the end of it, but it takes him into running into Gannon, earns the free kick.
Quick restart there. Granito, Heath, Nadam, and Griffiths, and back.
Don't get too wide, Sarah. Good.
Jackson Conway in pursuit. Stripes players closing it down. Njai tries to get it away from Velasquez. Velasquez too much on it. It'll be an Atlanta United throw in the middle third. Back to Ben Lundgaard here in the middle of the 26th minute. Miami FC up 1-0. Kerr working it forward. Mackie Jope was knocked off the ball. Luba gets it back to Silvestra. And a soft pass, lucky to get it to Nadam and to Franco to get away from all that. Velasquez, as Wiley went buzzing past. Nice idea, but defended well by Jack Gurr, and he'll get there before Chaw. Forward with the left, but Nadam is there for Miami FC, and he'll reset with Franco.
Good work from Gurr coming all the way across to pick that one up and then not just give it away in front or give away a throw. Clears it down the field. Excellent work from Jack Gurr.
Nadam can't settle it. Goodrum pokes it, and it's wide. Great work to get something done quickly there. Wiley had it, sent it forward. Miami tries to get out of the jam. And
that's a gift is what it is. Wiley just heads it forward. It comes off of Ndom. That plays Goodrum in. He was in an offside position. Comes off the defender with an intentional play. Goodrum tries to chip Silvestra. Pushes it wide. Big opportunity for Goodrum that fell into his lap.
Another chance for Atlanta United 2, just wide here as we head toward minute 28. Atlanta United 2's had a couple of chances, haven't put anything in the back of the net yet.
Second ball.
The one goal 15 minutes ago has been the difference for the visitors. Other action going on in the East and the West. 5 other games. We'll let you see what's going on with that and with Group H, which is where this fits in the schedule tonight. We'll let you see what's going on with that at halftime. Franco with the left, picked off. Good pursuit there to keep possession. Njai to Conway. Looking to drive on Franco. Has help from Wiley in with the left, and Dom was there to intercept it. It's going to be another Creature Comforts corner kick as Conway was looking for Mackie Jope.
Conway goes for the low left-footed pass into the run of Jope. Indom gets a boot to it, nearly puts it in on his own goalkeeper again. Silvestre had it covered, but Miami center backs having some problems when Atlanta attacks them straight up.
So let's see what the Stripes have in mind this time. Once again, Gannon around the net and with the right. Back post up and over. Nicely done that time to get there by Mojadama. He got air over the Miami FC defense, but he couldn't get it on target, sent it over the bar.
Good ball in from Jack Gurry. Picks out the run of Jadama, nearly connected with him on the last corner kick. This one, Jadama needs a little more air to get over it, get that header down. Does not test Brian Silvestre.
Come on, let's go. Second ball, let's go, let's go.
Into the 30th minute, Silvestre sends it center circle. Atlanta United 2 wins the first ball. And the second, Jackson Conway pulled down from behind in a foul.
Harrison Heath knew that Conway had an opportunity to play Gannon in that time as he turned him. Just pulls him down. See what Jack Gurr can dial up on this set piece.
Discussing it with Mojadama. Will Riley nearby. High line for Miami FC right at the edge of the area. Jadama joining the attack. That's where Gurr was headed. Jadama into the 6, headed out. Jadama wins the header again, down, whiffed, but cleared. Another close call for Atlanta United 2. Miami FC gets away. Velasquez.
Not a convincing clearance, but it was enough.
Granito. Pressure from a couple of Atlanta United 2 players. Velasquez has to send it back to Franco. Franco, with a little real estate behind him, can reset a little bit.
Don't get so wide, Lance. Don't get so wide. Don't get so wide.
Franco dribbles away from Jackson Conway. Griffiths.
Mo, check.
Roseboom.
Don't all run away.
Goodrum on him. Roseboom directing a little traffic. Heath had it caught up in his feet a little bit. Nadam is there. Franco now. Conway with pressure. Quick passing by Miami FC. Through ball, nicely done there. Tracked down. Luba can't control it. Gurr will get there. Goes back to Lundgaard.
Good ball from Harrison Heath to switch the field of play. Luba couldn't do anything with it.
Conway. Into the middle. Njai. Conway was calling for it from Goodrum. Gurr tries to send it into him. Mackie Jope chasing Griffiths. Griffiths will clear. Back comes Miami.
Griffiths had to lunge to get there in front of Mackie Jope.
Velasquez gets around Coleman Gannon. A lot of room there. He's got Loba to his left. Goes through. Jadama was there. He'll clear for a deep throw.
Crafty veteran Sebastian Velasquez spent part of last season playing in the K-League 2nd Division before returning to the USL Championship. Finished the year with El Paso Locomotive.
Roseboom and Harrison Heath. Velasquez again. Unleashing the pressure there. I'm going to call Njai for the foul on Harrison Heath. And here's your first hydration break here halfway through minute number 33. And as we're at 32:30 on the clock and counting, what have you seen so far?
It's been sloppy. It's been sloppy both ways. Atlanta's got to continue to put pressure on this Miami back line. They've looked like they've had some problems dealing with the pace of play at times. Miami has an issue with getting pulled apart at times, and the faster Atlanta can play, they can exploit that. But Atlanta has to stay organized as well. The one time they broke down, Miami was able to string some touches together and pull Atlanta apart. Tony Annan talking to Coleman Gannon, talking a little bit about what happened at the end. Coleman Gannon was speaking to the referee about Harrison Heath. Harrison Heath has been around the block. He knows how to work the referee crew in these situations. Goes down easily when he feels the contact from Njai. Gannon's getting a little frustrated. Tony Annan is kind of reminding him, look, you can run at him. You can exploit. If he's going to be by himself playing in front of the back line, you're faster. You can use that to your advantage. You can't get frustrated with that side of the game. Those are the things that this young Atlanta team will be learning as they go. But when you face a veteran team like Miami, they know all the off-the-ball stuff, all the dark arts, all of those things that allow you to control a game even when you're not in control of the ball like you're seeing tonight.
And when you haven't played for the first time in 145 days, that experience that comes through in ways that's not necessarily related to ball contact and passing and all that kind of stuff, all that experience can help you out in the situation to hopefully get you into some kind of a rhythm first time back.
The experience is just important in dealing without having a rhythm. I mean, all of these guys like Velasquez and Heath and Griffiths have been in games where you just don't have it. But you can still find a way to win in those situations. Miami's got to tighten it up defensively. Atlanta has to try to find that space, especially from Indom, who's struggling on the ball. Atlanta has to continue to put pressure on. Njai can step up even higher. He covers so much ground in that midfield. If Riley sits and Njai goes a little bit more, it might create some havoc in Miami's half.
And what we've seen from Njai is he can cover a lot of space in a very short period of time. The speed and the stride that he has that we've seen from him so far in his first action this season in the 2020 USL Championship. Quickly, Lundgaard and Riley. Mackie Joe. Jackson Conway called for it. Too many Miami jerseys around him, so he'll send it back and look for Garrison Tubbs.
Nice first touch from Tubbs to bring that down.
Gurr. Tubbs through Njai to Mojadama. Looking for Goodrum, picked off. Second ball. Gurr. Conway, can he settle? Tries to settle it with the right and the left. Loses his footing, no call there, and back comes Miami.
Okay, looked like a touch on Conway.
Velasquez looking to turn on Wiley, and he does. Franco. No one on him. He's got a little space, sends it into the area, top of the area with the right. Luba with the left and wide.
And it took a touch. It's going to be a corner. Very quick transition from Miami that time. Jackson Conway doesn't get the call on the edge. Ball switched to Luba. Must have taken a touch off of Gurr, the trail leg.
Yeah, it looked like it went off his heel. Velasquez will take for Miami FC. Harrison Heath is close by. Gannon and Wiley keeping an eye on those two for Atlanta United too. A lot of bodies inside the 6. Let's see what happens with this Miami FC corner. With the left, near post, headed up over the bar. The back post, and it'll be a corner kick the other side.
Conway defending that near post, gets the touch. Has to concede another corner.
Looks like Harrison Heath will take this one. And once again, Coleman Gannon keeping an eye on Sebastian Velasquez. Islam Peksanar going into the group of folks. Griffiths and Dom. Chow looking to get free. He is near post. Miami calling for a handball. Don't get it. Chow again goes down. No call there. Nothing to it. Cleared. Luba doesn't touch it, but it will be a throw for Miami FC near center line.
Lots of complaints on that one. Looking for the handball on the first ball in from Heath. Looked like the arm was down at the defender's side. And when it fell to Chow, he's trying to find a penalty. Referee disagreed.
Gurr back to Lundgaard. Chested down by Conway. Goodrum looking to spring Coleman Gannon. Sylvester will get there first.
Excellent read from Brian Sylvestre. Off his line quickly, no hesitation.
And Heath ball and everything that happened after it.
Conway's arms are down. Chow just trying to find something. Tubbs got the tackle. That probably should be a yellow card on Mohamed Chow.
Chow looking to get something going, but nicely done there by Gurr to shepherd it to Lundgaard. Going to be a foul on Miami, that time on Roseboom. Now I know that folks these days are wondering about what the current rule is for handball. What is a handball these days where the body is concerned?
You tell me. Referees call it differently from time to time. It's something that IFAB and FIFA are trying to define a little bit more clearly. Basically in that situation, Conway tries to go quickly, pulls it wide. Basically in that situation, the arm is down in a natural position. There's nothing the defender can do. If the arm is out and the defender's trying to make themselves bigger, that's going to get called. That time the arm was out and it gets called.
Coming up on minute 41. Heath looking for the big switch. Gurr is there to win the first ball. Goodrum won the second ball, but they're going to call Roseboom for the foul.
Atlanta's focused down the left side quite a bit tonight. We haven't seen Goodrum on the ball as much as we did in the last home match.
You mentioned Hassan Adam and what he's been tasked with tonight and the problems he's been having. So let's see what Gurr can do on Luba. Into the area, over Sylvestre and in! Mackie Jope, the beneficiary. Ball goes over Sylvestre. Mackie Jope is there, it is in, and we are tied just like that as we head toward minute 42.
Miami's been in a giving mood all night tonight. This time Atlanta takes advantage. Brian Sylvestre just read this cross from Jack Gurr well. It gets over him, he can't get there. Franco doesn't expect it to fall. I don't know if Mackie Jope really expected it to fall to him.
Take it.
But he deflects it into the goal.
Mackie Jope, goal on the board. We're tied at ones here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. The lead that went for almost a half an hour for Miami FC after the goal by Mohamed Chow back in the 13th. And the Stripes have equalized.
Hey, come take it.
So let's see how Nelson Vargas and his team handle the final handful of minutes here. Plus the added time for the hydration break and a couple of other things.
Chow looking for another call.
Conway in Jai. Looking to drive on Granito, and it won't happen. So Gurr getting pulled at, keeps possession. Riley nicely done to get out of trouble to Mojadama.
Composure on the ball from Will Riley. It's something we have seen throughout his time playing in the USL Championship. Definitely one to watch with Atlanta United in the future.
Jadama and Tubbs. And back to Riley.
Maggie, stretch!
Riley and Njai switch now. Riley's going to step up higher.
Looking for Conway. Griffiths tries to bump Conway off, keeps possession. Gurr, they'll just work it to the back line one more time. Here's Njai. Nice work there by Njai to find the man. Gurr into the area. Goodrum and headed just wide. Great ball again by Jack Gurr to get it to Philip Goodrum. Goodrum with the header. Sylvestre looked like he was late again, but it was just wide.
Excellent all the way around. It started with Njai swinging it out to the right side. Dane kick out Goodrum, and he's just trying to redirect. Sylvestre caught on his heels a little bit. Had the post covered. Goodrum gave him a scare.
Once again, middle third, Atlanta United 2 with it. Conway. Conway is down. Coleman Gannon gets bumped off by Nadam. Going to call the foul on Nadam. Jackson Conway is back up, and it'll be a set piece opportunity for the Twos.
Hassan, he's got his back to the game. He's going that way. Why are we fouling there?
Match is getting very frantic late in the half. Gannon goes flying after that collision with Ndam. Ndam doesn't like the involvement from the assistant referee.
So Luba and Gonzalez, the two-man wall for Miami FC. Gannon top of the 6. A lot of bodies for the Stripes inside the 18. So let's see what Jack Gurr has in mind. Lets it go with the left over everything.
Very optimistic there, trying to test Sylvestre. Njai puts it over the bar.
Fans follow Atlanta United 2 and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN+ and watch the USL Championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. 3 minutes will be added here in the first half. Ball won by Gannon. Good pursuit there. Harrison Heath got there for the second ball. Gives to Velasquez. Granito. Roseboom. Back to Velasquez. And they're going to call the foul on Atlanta United 2. Miami FC looking to get the quick restart. They got it. Harrison Heath center circle. Nadam. Sent through. Jadama will get there. Granito on him. Riley trying to dribble out of trouble. Finally does with a couple of passes. Stripes hang on to it. Send it forward, looking to spring Jackson Conway. Griffiths will shepherd it to Sylvestre, and Miami FC will take it over.
Atlanta United 2 is not a team that likes to play direct all that often, but with Miami's back line having their shaky moments tonight, it's an option that Atlanta has to take when Miami dials up that pressure. Force Griffiths, force Ndam to show you that they're getting their comfort level in this match. It's tough when you're off for 145 days. We talked about it with Atlanta United in the MLS's back tournament. The Miami FC's been off even longer than that. Really difficult to find a rhythm early. It's popped up in moments for Miami, but not enough for their liking.
I mean, that's an entire season, and I mean from like changing from like fall to winter or winter to spring. That is more than an entire season of being laid off. Njai started the nice work there. Coleman Gannon looking to drive. Mackie Jope is there. Looked like Nadam was there first for Miami and cleared.
It's little things like that where it shows up the most, just the spacing, just the communication. Griffiths pulled out of line there. Coleman Gannon able to get in behind.
Granito trying to catch his breath. Wiley throws it over him, looking for Mackie Jope. That 1-2 doesn't work, and it's going to go back to Miami with about a minute or so left here first half. Franco forward, nicely done by Chaw to Velasquez. Wiley nicely done to get the ball away. Good work defensively there. Njai had an idea. Mackie Jope with it, and he'll go back to Tubbs to reset. Big switch again, looking for Jackson Conway. Nadam was there to challenge. Mackie Jope and Wiley. Jope looking to drive, no foul call there. Looking to see if you could draw a whistle, didn't happen. Time running out here in the first half. One last charge for Atlanta United 2. Wiley had Granito going the other way. Mackie Jope looking to go on Nadam.
Strong from Ndam to close that out. Just shields Mackie Jope off. That'll do it for the half.
That'll do it for the first half. When we come back, we'll let you see what else is going on around the USL. And when you look at the first 45 plus, I mean, you'd mentioned stuff at the hydration break. The game got stretched. Each team had their moments, but in the end, it ends up honors even.
And it feels about right for the way this has gone. Atlanta hasn't controlled the play enough playing against a team that's trying to find their footing. Miami has had a few moments. Miami just honestly needs to keep it simpler going into the second half.
Brenton Griffiths trying to discuss things with the officials this evening to try to get things squared away for the second 45 minutes. When we come back, we'll let you know what else is going on around the USL. Things got a little chippy. Both sides got goals. Tied at ones. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. Halftime around the corner.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit Piedmont.com.
Name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. Honors even, tied at ones. Atlanta United 2 and Miami FC. And Jason, this is the completion of all of the play for Atlanta United 2, where they have now officially played everyone in their group.
Yeah, this is a difficult setup for teams that want to build over the run of a season. Atlanta United 2 is one of those. You see where they are in the table. The need for 3 points tonight is critical for Atlanta United 2 and Miami.
You see Tampa right there with 8 points. Tampa and Charleston playing this weekend. Big road trip for the Battery to see if they can get some points on the road at Al Lang. Atlanta United and Miami squaring off tonight. Now let's take a peek at what's going to be going on in the near future for both of these sides. Let's start off with the visitors. And we mentioned 15 matches in 68 days, and there are some long bus trips, even though there's a home and home to start with Tampa Bay.
Well, it ramps up for Miami with that 15-game and 68-day stretch. You want to get a rhythm, that's the best way to do it, but it's going to be a sprint for them after that. This is almost even more difficult. This game here fits in a weird spot where they're going to be off for another period of time.
9 days off before the next one. Then for Atlanta United 2, after this one, 2 of the next 3 here in Kennesaw.
That'll help a little bit with the continuity. It'll be interesting to see with this season being so strange. We're used to seeing some MLS players spend some time with Atlanta United too. That hasn't been an option so far. We'll see if that possibility opens up as we get deeper into the year.
5 other matches going on in the USL Championship tonight, 2 in the East, and there are 3 more in the West. And late news out of the West, the matchup that was scheduled between LA Galaxy 2 and San Diego Loyal has been postponed. We'll keep an eye on that news as well. Indy 11 also going on tonight, and we saw Andrew Carlton over the weekend against their matchup against St. Louis, and he had a tremendous output there in St. Louis. When we come back, we'll let you know what else is going on around Fifth Third Bank Stadium and in the USL, but there's a lot of other stuff going on in the USL, and it's the USL Academy. Take a look.
A critical model through status. Through this process, top young players will eventually USL senior team. One league team as they their senior team provides the their top young talent. Players signing at senior team at a still make eligible by pushing more across professional environments, play improving the overall level, helping not at the international level. For more information, visit usl-academy.com.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. We'll take a peek at what else is going on around the USL, and here's a look at the Team of the Week. Derek Korf, your Player of the Week for Red Bulls 2, but some familiar names on the right-hand side.
Yeah, former Atlanta United 2 forward Devin Sandoval. Great goal from him for New Mexico. He makes the Team of the Week, and Alex Corniale from just over in Birmingham on the back line.
Logan Gadula for the Charleston Battery as well. Let's take a look at news and notes and everything else going on around the USL. One team is perfect, and they're in the Northeast.
Hartford struggled last season, and this season they're the last unbeaten, untied team in the league. A player we know pretty well down in Tampa Bay had a nice occasion over the weekend.
Yeah, he did. He hit a century mark. So Forrest Lasso, we've known him from his time with the Charleston Battery with FC Cincinnati. He made his 100th appearance in the USL Championship with Tampa Bay, and so now he's going to end up playing his old team in the USL this upcoming weekend. And obviously the big story with Atlanta United and Atlanta United 2, Tony Annan.
Stephen Glass up with the first team, getting them ready for the return to MLS play. And Tony Annan moves over from his academy director role to be the interim manager here with Atlanta United 2 tonight.
And we've seen the first 45 minutes with Tony Annan on the touchline for Atlanta United 2. Here's a look at your scores of what's going on. Indy 11 up 1 on Hartford Athletic, so I guess we gave them the full screen
Hartford?
The full screen jinx. Lou City and Sporting Kansas City 2 tied at 1 at the break. We mentioned what's going on with Los Dos in San Diego. Later tonight, Portland Timbers 2, Reno, and the other matches out west. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second 45 minutes. Highlights, stats, other stuff. That's the official term. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN+. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit Piedmont.com.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be 7 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Welcome back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium, getting you ready for the second 45 minutes here in Group H in the USL Championship. Atlanta United 2 and Miami FC are tied at 1. So let's take a peek at he's looking for a win. Tony Annan making his points.
Talking about Coleman Gannon trying to control the middle of the field. Atlanta United 7 shots in the first half. They've had the initiative. Miami's helped them a little bit. Some poor plays from Hassan Nadam, Brenton Griffiths have given Atlanta opportunities. They've been somewhat wasteful. Only one of those shots ended up on target.
And that was it right there. Mohamed Shaw working his way up and over to give Miami FC the lead in the 13th minute, 1-0. And then, once again, Atlanta United having their moments in the first 45. A couple of close calls. And then here's the yellow from Jackson Conway.
Really strange from Brian Silvestre, and he wanted to make more of it. I think that's what got the yellow on Conway. It's a free ball. Jackson Conway being aggressive there.
Another chance for Miami FC with Jonas Luba. Then into the box, and there's your goal.
Jack Gurr drops that over Silvestre, who misread it. Just a redirect from Mackie Jope. That's all he needs.
That was 1-1 in the 41st. Look at your first half stats. This is what we see, but what do we know or what do we think?
Wasteful in front of goal for Atlanta United 2. Miami's given them a few opportunities that they haven't been punished on. Possession 50-50 pretty much. No big surprise there. It's been a disjointed half, and Atlanta United 2 has to try to get a little bit more control in the second half. They've had their most success going down the right side with Jack Gurr. He's created 3 chances in the first half. He's also been the one who's picking up a lot of the loose balls, a lot of those 50-50s. Jack Gurr's finding them. If Atlanta can involve the left side as much as they've involved the right, they're going to give Miami more problems in the second half.
Yeah, and take a peek there at Romario Williams, who's a part of the game day roster from Miami FC. We could see him in the second half as well. We saw Harrison Heath in the starting lineup, a bit of a homecoming for both of those guys with their 10 from Atlanta United 2. It's been a testy night for Silvestre on a bunch of different fronts.
He's had a few issues at times, just reading the play, the issue with Conway, the poor handling of the cross. Miami needs more from him in the second half.
And these were your keys when you went to the jukebox to start things off. Your keys to the game. What about leading into the second 45?
I don't know if Miami listened to any Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine at halftime. They still need to, because that rhythm has just not been found at this point. And the cohesion hasn't either. Miami still got work to do. Again, it's to be expected. This is their first game in quite a while. Atlanta, it came at times. The adversity, they did a good job bouncing back from the goal. That's solid for a young team. The swagger could use a little bit more of that. Could use a little bit more of maybe what we saw from Left Eye and TLC back in the day with the hat to the back. You need Atlanta, and especially guys like Njai, who's difficult to deal with. Need more from him.
So for the second 45 minutes, we're back at it. Atlanta United 2 and Miami FC. Atlanta United 2 in their stripes kits. And they'll be working their way from right to left, and it's an early corner for Miami FC here in Harrison Heath.
Just a long ball misplayed by Jack Gurr. Miami gets the gift this time.
Yep, I'm watching it cross, guys. I'm watching.
Heath into the area, headed in over the bar. Chance there for Miami right out of the blocks.
It's a great ball from Harrison Heath right into the danger zone in front of Ben Lundgaard. Lundgaard can't get there. Comes off of Jadama. Might have come off of his arm. That's what the shouts coming from Miami were. Incredible ball from Heath, but he couldn't find anybody to get on the end of it.
Miami FC in their road blues, Atlanta United 2 in their stripes kits. Miami working their way from left to right as you're watching here in the second half. And the stripes going from right to left.
Miami getting a little more direct here to start the second half. Just keep it simple if you're Miami.
There's your pressure from Miami FC out of the blocks. Gurr. Pressure from Heath. Quick turnover. Harrison Heath working his way into the 6. Push and in. Too easy there for Sebastian Velasquez. And it is 2-1 Miami FC. Only 100 seconds into the second half. It was a quick turnover. Pressure from the visitors. And it's a goal on the board.
I don't know what it was Miami had playing in the locker room at halftime, but they come out with the intensity. Atlanta comes out flat. Just simple pressure. Simple giveaway. Harrison Heath chasing, plays the little 1-2 with Gonzalez, just slips it to Velasquez, who touches it home. Way too easy for Miami to regain the lead.
Here's your closer look. Harrison Heath sticking with it. Push, goal, 2-1.
Well, there's your wake-up call if you're Atlanta United 2. They responded well in the first half after conceding. We'll see what they do here.
Jadama goes for the big switch to Gurr. Gurr tries to volley it forward, settled down by Mackie Jope. Big divot there, taken out by Griffiths. Stripes are sticking with it. Gurr has a head of steam on Luba into the 6, through everything. Jope lines up with the left. Mackie Jope winds and fires, and it is 2-2. A minute and a half after 1 goal's on the board to give Miami FC the lead. They don't have the lead anymore. A rocket from number 7, and we're tied at 2s.
Strong interplay down the right side. Philip Goodrum and Jack Gurr. Gurr with the overlapping run. Goodrum plays him in. Another quality delivery from Jack Gurr. This time through everybody. Indom gets a touch. Mackie Jope doesn't take an extra touch. Blast it past Silvestre.
Jope with the brace. There's your deflection off of Jope. Wind and fire with the left into the top corner, and we're tied just like that. You wanted an answer, you got an answer.
Now you need to see some control. Atlanta United 2 has had some big mistakes to give up goals, but can they take advantage of a frazzled Miami FC after that one?
Njai looking for Conway, knocked away that time by Franco. Miami can't do anything with it. Stripes trying again. Jack Gurr drifting back to help out. Riley, heavy touch to himself, recovered nicely. Eventually Gurr and back to Lundgaard. Jadama and Njai back and forth. Granito was marking Njai. Big idea here. Luba wins the joust with Goodrum. No one wants to get after it. A lot of folks were looking at each other saying, I got it, you take it, and ends up with Miami.
Complete miscommunication there from both teams.
Last touch by Wiley, so Miami FC will throw. Luba has some space, and he'll settle things down to Roseboom, wearing the armband tonight. Granito and over to Chow. Granito and Roseboom. Chow with space. Through Heath. Kept by Miami, but cleared by Tubbs. Goodrum backtracking and will get rid of it nicely. Coleman Gannon was in pursuit. Miami with it now. Harrison Heath had a little space. He's going to withdraw back center circle. And Franco. Griffiths. Luba. Goodrum stout defensively. Jack Gurr now. The back and forth here, middle third. A lot of heavy ideas. A lot of folks with ideas, and you've got defense from both sides being stout, stepping up. Possession very, very staccato right now. Chaw with the right through the 6. So Chaw had an idea and no one was there with him. And it'll be just a goal kick for Ben Lundgaard here in the 52nd.
Neither team really settling into this second half, 6+ minutes in.
Lundgaard into the air. Jope tried to get a call off the joust with Griffiths, didn't happen. So Gurr is having to mark Gonzalez. Harrison Heath to help out. Gannon on him. Roseboom. Towering presence for Miami FC. Back and forth with Luba. The Dom pressured Griffiths. Roseboom now finds an outlet. Granito. Pass wasn't there, but Shaw is there to help out. Granito into the area and through. Close call for Miami FC there, but they'll keep it in play. Gonzalez poked away by Riley, corner kick.
Miami's looked more dangerous here in the second half with Roseboom sitting deeper and Heath pushing up higher. It was Harrison Heath who nearly got on the end of that cross.
Halfway through minute 53. Velasquez there is an outlet into the area, headed up into the air. Lundgaard looking to grab it, and he does.
Good command from Ben Lundgaard. Joe popped that header straight up into the air. Lundgaard had to go get it, and he did.
Good outlet to Jackson Conway. Tubbs and all the way back to Lundgaard and Jadama. Riley in the middle. Up the near side, back and forth. Tubbs and Joe. Wiley and Joe. Back to Jadama. And Garrison Tubbs. Backline passing for Atlanta United 2. Miami FC not really giving any outlets right now. For for Tubbs, Wiley, and Jadama. Njai trying to help out by backtracking a little bit. Velasquez was pressuring. Now up the near. It's going to be a throw in the middle third for Atlanta United 2.
It's easy to forget it with Caleb Wiley starting 3 games this year, getting over 200 minutes tonight, that he doesn't turn 16 until December. The composure from Caleb Wiley on the left side of this back line for Atlanta United 2. Not your typical 15-year-old.
Jackson Conway looking to get past Luba. He does not. Chipped up and over, but nicely done there by Njai to make sure Gonzalez doesn't get anywhere with it. Atlanta United 2 will try it again. Riley and Jadama. Njai's available. Gonzalez marking from behind, up and over. Franco was there. Wiley. Shaw's there tracking from behind. It's going to stick with the stripes for a throw in the attacking third.
Wiley went for the back heel.
Foul on Riley. Now you mentioned Caleb Wiley and the number of academy players that have been in starting 11, 6, sometimes 7 academy players on the pitch for Atlanta United 2 at one time. They're showing a lot of composure as a group so far this season.
They're taking their lumps at times, but that's to be expected. It's all about the development in the long term. A little frustration there on that foul. Jackson Conway.
He's got to be careful.
He's on a yellow card. Going to have that conversation, that yellow probably turning to orange as we speak. Those are the moments where young players grow up. You have to manage the emotions. Conway was frustrated with the yellow card. He was frustrated with Miami playing out that easily that time. Can't pick up a needless second yellow and put the team down.
Granito trying to spring Chaw. In was Jadama for the foul, and looks like there's going to be a card from Pexanar to Mo Jadama.
Miami having some problems in the second half getting to the final third, but once they do, they're looking dangerous. The movement from Mohamed Jao draws that yellow card on Mo Jadama.
So Harrison Heath surveying, as well as Sebastian Velasquez. So let's see who will take it here. (23-24) yards away from goal.
Might be the youngest wall we've ever seen in USL Championship history.
Up and over and up and over. Velasquez with the left. Tried to get it over the wall. He got it over the wall, got it over the net, and got it into the end zone.
3 players in the wall with an average age of 16 years old. They did their job.
I'm going to call a foul there on Atlanta United 2 on Wiley that time. So Miami will throw it in here late minute.
This Miami back line.
And that looked like that was outside the box when he released it. They let it go. Silvestra's there. Griffiths looking for Luba. Heath. Velasquez back and forth with Heath. Roseboom in the middle. He'll flip it back to Griffiths. Thought about Nadam. Goes back to Harrison Heath. Riley challenging from behind, and they'll go all the way back to Silvestra. Nadam. Pressure from Mackie Jope. Franco. Velasquez couldn't handle it. Tried to get it to Chaw. It's going to be a throw for the Stripes. Late minute 60, tied at 2. Mackie Jope, the first brace for Atlanta United 2 since Andrew Carlton back in 2019, back September 7th against Ottawa Fury. Jope gets one in the 41st, gets a second in the 48. And every time Miami FC has put one in the back of the net, Atlanta United 2 has responded. Goodrum. Gurr. A lot of room to drive. Has Gannon to his right. And he'll find him. Coleman Gannon looking to go on Luba. Gurr, nicely done to keep it in. Sends it inside the area over Mackie Jope. Can he track it down? That's even too much for him. It'll be a throw for Miami FC.
Gurr tried to find Mackie Jope on that back post. Too heavy on the cross, but Jack Gurr's been dangerous consistently tonight.
Njai nicely done to get it away from Chaw, and that'll be a foul. Quick restart for Atlanta United 2. Riley and Gurr. Riley in the middle of things. He'll go back to Garrison Tubbs, past center circle, having to retrace. Jadama's there to help. He'll go all the way back to Lundgaard instead. Goodrum gets it from Luba. Wins the duel there. Hands in the face that time as Gurr was trying to control it by Miguel Gonzalez. They'll call the foul and it'll stick with the Stripes. Njai. Riley. Into the area. Jackson Conway headed Silvestra right there. Another great entry pass by Atlanta
Silvestra
United
dropped that to play and then picked it up again under pressure. That should be an indirect kick for Atlanta United 2.
Yeah. Here's your replay. Conway heads it into Silvestra.
And he bobbled it. That's what where he's going to get out of that. He bobbled it coming up. Didn't drop it down intentionally. Good header from Conway. Sloppy hands from Silvestra.
Nadam. Granito is looking for Chaw. Chaw went one way. Ball went the other. It'll be a throw-in for the Stripes here at halfway through minute 63. Njai. 3 Miami players around him. Nicely done by Mackie Jope to get out of trouble. Njai again. Long strides and speed looking for Goodrum. Griffiths got there first. Here comes Miami again. Gonzalez. Foul on Riley.
Gonzalez threw the elbow back up at Riley at the end of it. Referee was already pulling the yellow card out for the foul committed by Riley. A little chippy here in the 64th minute.
So that's the third yellow for Atlanta United 2 tonight. Riley getting his. Mojadama has one. Jackson Conway, remember, got his all the way back in the 16th minute when he and Silvestra had a bit of a disagreement.
With each team sitting on 5 substitutions, I'll be very curious to see what Nelson Vargas and Tony Annan decide to do with those changes. I've seen so often now with 5 substitutions, the game can change dramatically when substitutes come on. Both teams have a lot of different options on the bench.
Griffiths sending it long with the right. Can Gonzalez get there? No. And you mentioned the 5 subs as we turn here into minute 65. The hydration break has almost turned into another timeout where coaches can sit there and talk to the players in addition to all the substitutions.
Yeah, it turns into the timeout so the coaches can use it as a tactical opportunity. It's short, but it gives you an opportunity to reset a bit. Tony Annan could use that with a young team to get them ready for the final push.
Granito looking to go with Velasquez, who's trying to shake Riley, and he does. Shaw. Granito. Nice save, deflected by Jadama in the backwash. It's going to be a corner for Miami FC, but great work by Atlanta United 2 and Ben Lungard to keep that from being their 3rd goal of the night.
Great play from Lungard. It comes back up into Mo Jadama. Miami wanted a handball again. It's right in front of Jadama. There's no time for him to react. Not sure if the arm was out and made contact or not from our angle.
Minute 66 begins with Heath trying to get it into the area, not all the way out. Granito deflected as he sent it in with the right. And it looks like it's going to be another corner kick, this time to the far side.
Set pieces have been an issue for Atlanta United 2 all season long. Miami trying to take advantage here. They've looked to put a lot of pressure on this young defense every set piece opportunity they've had. Harrison Heath will deliver an in-swinger with the right boot.
Velasquez there to help out if he needs it, sends it in with the right, back post over the bar.
Not enough intensity from Atlanta United 2 on set pieces. That time Mo Jadama's right there, and Hassan Ndam goes up and wins it.
Yep.
Jadama barely gets off the ground. It's too easy for Ndam to win it. He can't direct it on goal, but way too easy to get that header.
Last touch by Wiley that time as he tried to draw a foul from Franco. Didn't get the whistle, so it'll be a throw for the visitors. Right near center line as we get into the middle of the 67th minute here. Tied at 2. Mohamed Chaw with a goal for Miami FC in the 13th. Mackie Jope responds for Atlanta United 2 to draw even at 1-1 in the 41st. Sebastian Velasquez at the earliest sections of the second half made it 2-1 for Miami, and then Jope got his brace about a minute and a half later. And that's where we are right now at 2-2, heading toward minute 68. Big game for both sides here in Group H in the USL Championship. Remember, it's group play. The top 2 teams in each group make it to the postseason. And the top 2 teams right now in Group H, Tampa and Charleston, separated by 2 points, 8 points and 6 respectively. They play each other this weekend down at Al Lang. Gurr looking to drive, clipped. Miguel Gonzalez got Jack Gurr on the way by, and that'll be a card for Gonzalez here, halfway through minute 68.
Sloppy challenge from Gonzalez. Gurr just cuts inside. He's been so strong delivering with the right foot from out wide. This time he cuts inside. Gonzalez can't react quick enough.
So Gurr is there, Gannon is there. Islan Pexonar will measure off the 10. Luba and Gonzalez, your 2-man wall for Brian Silvestre. Brenton Griffiths with a little bit of action, and it goes to Jackson Conway. Griffiths had an idea. His teammates weren't listening, and an easy touch for Jackson Conway halfway through the 69th. 3-2 Atlanta United 2.
Big problem, though. Jackson Conway's being red carded, second yellow for taking his shirt off after the goal. It's a great goal to give Atlanta United 2 the lead, but it's not worth the red card. Jackson Conway loses his head. It's a beautiful free kick. The plan is great. The goal is great. It's not worth the red card here. Conway has to keep his head in those moments. Now Atlanta United 2 has to play with 10 the rest of the way.
And then next match out, at home against Charleston, he will not be a part of that one as well. So your leading scorer in 2020 will not be around for a key Group H matchup next time around.
Third goal of the season for Jackson Conway, but it comes with a heavy price.
And he is inconsolable behind the inboards right now.
Water, hi. You said water, no? Beth, you say water?
So for the rest of the way, for 20 minutes plus, Atlanta United 2 will be down a man after Jackson Conway's second yellow after he scored the goal to give the Stripes the lead.
Well-worked free kick. Jack Gerd plays it back across on the ground. All the runs from Atlanta United 2 players drew defenders deeper. Conway just slips in at the penalty spot, slots it home. But now Atlanta United 2 has to play shorthanded. Miami FC will be throwing everything forward to try to take advantage.
Finally making his way back toward the bench after sitting down behind the inboards after it hit him what happened. Shaw up over everybody. Heath is there. Luba, Roseboom, and back. Heading toward minute 72, Atlanta United 2 leading Miami FC by the score of 3-2. Alongside Jason Longshore, John Nelson, thanks for hanging out with us. Chaw deflected wide. And you mentioned Miami FC throwing everything at Atlanta United 2 now. It's going to be a corner kick near side, and that was their first wave here, up a man. Velasquez.
Thought Atlanta United 2 would get the substitution in here. It's held up. Miami will take the corner first.
Velasquez sends it in. Looking back post. Punched away by Lundgaard. Griffiths will get there. Griffiths wanted a foul from a push from Mackie Jope. Didn't get it. Jope will try to spring Goodrum. It won't happen. Roseboom is there. Intercepted by Luba to get to Roseboom. Granito. Njai out to defend. Velasquez looking to drive. Good work by Wiley to draw him out further. Back to Roseboom. Intercepted Njai. Bad pass Miami. Deflected by Roseboom, still stays in briefly. Goodrum tries to get Njai going. Granito now for Miami. Gonzalez with space. Has Chaw to his left. Couldn't handle it. Gannon clears.
Atlanta United 2 trying to ride it out till the hydration break. Give them a chance to reset a bit. They do have a substitution ready. Miami has 2 substitutions ready.
Looks like Amir Bashti will be coming in at the first opportunity for Atlanta United 2. Heath and Ndom back and forth. Roseboom being challenged by Njai.
Atlanta sitting deep with a line of 5. Coleman Gannon as a right wing back.
Gannon didn't get there. Luba did. Looking to go on Gurr. And cleared by Gannon. Mackie Jope trying to get past Griffiths. Slowly going back to Silvestre. He'll get there. Here comes Miami FC again. Granito. Nicely defended by Will Riley. Mackie Jope is there trying to settle things down. Goodrum and Riley. Trying to get away from Velasquez, they finally do.
Riley unable to draw the foul there. Stayed on his feet. Might have helped this team catch their breath if it had been a free kick.
Luba, foul on Jope.
Jope led with the forearm. That's going to do it. It will be the hydration break here. Atlanta United 2 needs it because they're going to be able to get organized. Now substitutions first, not the hydration break yet.
So Nadam leaves for Miami. And it looks like Jalen Markey is coming in for Hassan Nadam.
Markey will replace Ndam in the back line. Bashti replacing Philip Goodrum. Man down, Bashti is one of those players who's capable of winning a 1v1, pulling something specific, pulling something magic out.
Lloyd Sam checking in now for Miami as well. Pass from Markey too much for Granito, so it'll be a throw for the Stripes, and that might be your hydration break this time. So there's your hydration break. Halfway through minute 76, and it has been a wild second half, at least where goal scoring has been going on.
Should be a wild final 15 minutes as well.
What has happened here in the second half, early on, turnover for Miami FC. Great work by Harrison Heath.
It's good pressure, but Atlanta United 2 did not get the alarm to start the second half. Way too easy. Velasquez slots it home. Quick response coming from Atlanta United 2, though.
And Jack Gurr has been tremendous tonight with his vision and his thoughts, and Mackie Jope just winds and fires and puts it into the back of the net with the left.
Second goal of the night for Mackie Jope off the deflection from Ndam. No hesitation from Jope.
And that made everything even again at 2-2. About a minute and a half after the 2-1 goal, it was 2-2, and then 36 gets the goal here. Once again, great work by Gurr, and it was the good and the bad.
It's a nice play where everybody runs towards the goal. Conway just takes the empty space at the top of the 18, right around the penalty spot, loses his head, not thinking about playing on a yellow. I mean, you can almost read his lips right there where he realizes it. It's the moments that you just can't have. As a teenage player who is in a great run of form right now, Jackson Conway, those are the moments that negate the strong play. And it's something he's going to learn from, and you saw his reaction. He realized the huge mistake that he made. And now his teammates have to pick him up. They have to finish this out for him.
And you look to the veterans in this case. You look to a Jack Gurr who's had a tremendous evening. You look to someone like a Mojadama who's been at the back and has been a part of the control back there. But at the same time, you've mentioned the night that folks like Caleb Wiley have had, like Garrison Tubbs have had, and Will Riley once again contributing. It's the mix that has helped out, but obviously with 13-plus minutes to go, you're looking at guys like number 2.
It's going to be probably closer to 15 to 18 minutes left. We'll see how much stoppage time is added. That was a long hydration break, gave Tony Annan a good bit of time to reorganize. Looks like it's going to be 2 up top with Bashti and Mackie Jope. And here goes Bashti.
Bashti looking to drive on Griffiths, a little out of control, pulls it back outside the area. Njai is there, tried to get it back to him. And Riley ends up sending it off of Franco. It'll be a throw for Atlanta United 2. Franco's going to need a minute too, considering the proximity that he was to the ball and how much of a rocket it was when it came off of Will Riley's foot.
Riley had to go in and win that. He could not allow Miami to break. Unintentional, but he has to get there first and win that 50-50.
Subs left on the bench for Atlanta United tonight. Vicente Reyes, your backup keeper. Owen Wolf, David Mejia, Ajani Fortune, Lamine Johnnet, and Daniel Steedman. That's what the bench looks like for Atlanta United 2 for the rest of the way.
Looks like it'll be Mejia coming in. 2 more subs getting ready for Atlanta.
Throw back in for the Stripes. Jadama will grab it. He'll go all the way back to Lundgaard. Jack Gurr now back helping out on the back line. Up in the air near center circle, Mackie Jope loses the duel, but it ends up heading back to Lundgaard anyway. Shaw is there trying to keep an eye on Lundgaard close up. Be as good of a distraction as he can. Good foot there. Jope tries to get Bashti sprung, gets to Griffiths first. And back to Marco Franco. Bashti in pursuit. Granito is there. Wiley and Bashti, and they're going to call Bashti for the quick foul. And a card for Bashti out of the blocks.
Hard challenge from Amir Bashti. No hesitation in showing the yellow card. Look here. Pull back from Velasquez, and Bashti just runs right through him.
Lowered that left forearm as he went into him.
Velasquez says he's going to have to come off as well. Looked like Winnie was sent flying by Bashti. Issue with the lower left leg. Ankle or foot. He made that signal like he was going to need to be substituted.
Yep. Backup keeper tonight for Miami FC is Mark Pace. 3 other players are on the bench. Othello Ba, Hector Morales, and Romario Williams still left for Nelson Vargas here in the final 10 plus.
Long time to get this back into play.
Roseboom having a discussion with Islan Pexanar. Subs ready to go for Atlanta United 2. And it looks like that's the night for Coleman Gannon.
Gannon had dropped into a right wing back role. He's getting substituted. Looks like Mackie Jope's night is done as well. 2 goals from him. Daniel Steedman and David Mejia check in for Atlanta United 2. Looks like Steedman is going to replace Gannon over on the right side. Jack Gurr's tucked inside. 3 center backs for Atlanta United 2 with Gurr and Tubbs and Jadama. Steedman playing in front of the back line. Get you the organization for Atlanta United 2. Tony Annan's changed the shape to try to see this one out.
Markey, Griffiths, Bashti in pursuit there, trying to get the ball away. Lloyd Sam, his first touch. Back to Harrison Heath. Griffiths, picked off. Wiley and Mejia. Mejia tries to spring Bashti. And Griffiths with a wipeout of Bashti there.
Huge challenge from Griffiths. He gets a yellow card. Miami does not agree with the call, but it was reckless from Brenton Griffiths. Maybe a little bit of Bashti's challenge injured Velasquez. Comes in strong, gets to the ball, goes through the player recklessly. He's going to argue he got the ball. Went through the player and kicked the legs up high.
I was going to say it looked like a scissor move.
No scissor. There was no scissor there. He went through him. It's a message.
Yeah.
See how the rest of the second half goes.
Yep. Shaw and Riley collide. They're going to call a foul on Riley.
This is going to be a test for this referee crew. Both teams angry about some of the decisions, some of the challenges. Both have to keep their composure in the closing minutes.
Markey and Sam, Gurr on him. Heath. Gonzalez. Inside the 6, bumped into the air by Jadama in defense. Heath and Boschti. We're going to call the foul on Heath. Heath trying to draw another foul on Boschti there.
Lundgaard called it. Defender didn't hear him. Lundgaard yelling keeper. Defender didn't hear him. It's multiple times that's happened defensively for Atlanta United too.
Heading toward minute 86. Mojadama will let it be. He'll let Lundgaard take it. Romario Williams now in the game for Miami. And Mejia was there trying to get the ball for Atlanta United too. Last touch by the Stripes as he was there with the challenge of Marco Franco, so it'll be a throw.
Every challenge with a little bit extra right now from both teams. Every challenge also drawing an outcry from both teams.
Sam wanted to get it to Romario, couldn't do it. They're going to call a foul on Jack Gurr.
Atlanta has to recover quickly. Romario Williams providing that veteran presence up top for Miami. A little surprised he didn't come into the match sooner after the red card for Conway.
And he came in for Velasquez after the injury that he suffered. Velasquez thought he wanted to be subbed, and that was the sub. Riley with space.
Great read from Riley. Plays the 1-2 with Mejia.
Mejia called for it, didn't get it. Riley pulling it back. Now gives to Mejia. Looking to go on Granito. Boschti with space, sets up the right kick by Silvestre. Boschti, back post, Mejia! Mejia sticks with the play. Amir Boschti gets it to the back post. And a goal on the board for David Mejia in his 3rd appearance in a Stripes uni. That makes it 4-2, Atlanta United 2.
10-man Atlanta United. All starts with Will Riley intercepting 1-2, played with Boschti. Boschti goes in with the big shot. Silvestre can only get a boot to it. Mejia stays with it. Boschti stays with it. You see Mejia here making the long run to the back post. First shot goes back to Boschti. He saw Mejia's run. It's great from Amir Boschti just to put that one up for the slam dunk for David Mejia.
Great work from Boschti to stick with it after the first shot, and the kick saved by Silvestre. 4th goal on the board for Atlanta United 2. And for the 2nd match in a row, albeit 145 days apart, Miami FC gives up 4 goals in a USL Championship match. Steedman challenging into Sam. Sam kicks it back to the back line. What's Miami FC going to do here with 2.5 plus added? Through the gate on Mejia. Sticks with Gonzalez in the middle. Romario, nicely done there by Wiley to get out of trouble, but it's going to go back to the back line and Brenton Griffiths. Roseboom. Markey. Looked like it was out, but it was not a call that it was out, so Sam got there in time, kicked it back, and they'll reset. Sam will get it back. Gurr on him. Into the area, headed up into the air, back post, knocked out, settled down Roseboom. Can he get a shot? No, Romario wants to wind up with the right on.
Another time with some miscommunication defensively. Atlanta finds a way out of it. Romario Williams doesn't catch that cleanly. Easy save for Lundgaard.
Heading into the 89th minute. Lundgaard will launch. Mejia and Boschti are there. Griffiths will get there first. Njai will settle. He'll have a little space. Boschti. Steedman. Can't control it. Markey will go back to Silvestre. Up and over to Gonzalez. Will Riley almost spun out. Gonzalez just spins out to get out of trouble and kill some time. Griffiths needing to tie his shoe, so he can't be involved in the play. Headed away by Gurr nicely. Romario will be there for a deep Miami FC throw, and 2 more subs coming in for Miami FC here for the stretch run.
Last roll of the dice for Nelson Vargas and Miami.
Hector Morales is coming in. Othello Ba is coming in. That'll be the night for Gonzalez. Ba is for him. And that's it for Brenton Griffiths, as Morales will come in for him. Njai checking out as well. 1 sub for Tony Annan as well.
Great shift from Babacar Njai.
Lamine Jane coming in.
Jane, fresh legs to try to finish this one off. He's going to have to play, somebody's going to have to drop a little bit deeper to fill that space that Njai was controlling most of the night.
8 minutes added, a big number here. Heath thought about winding up with the right. Johnny knocks him down. Inside the area, well defended. Mojadama corner.
Harrison Heath wanted that free kick. Referee played advantage instead. They earn a corner out of it.
Granito will take it.
Miami's look dangerous on set pieces.
And that big presence of Romario Williams, 9 in blue. Jadama having to deal with both Chaw and Romario. Top of the area, headed out by Jack Gurr.
Jack Gurr had that one covered the whole way.
Sam, headed out by Riley. Boschti will chest it down.
Excellent from Amir Boschti to keep possession. Yep. Wiley keeps it moving.
Riley chips it forward. Looking for Mejia. Mejia headed over the wrong shoulder. Here's Roseboom. Morales, his first touch. John A in pursuit. Markey. Roseboom. Harrison Heath. Minute and a half into the 8 that have been added. Romario and Granito, the give and go. Wiley on him, pokes it out of the area. Heath winds up, blocked, and cycled out by Lamine John A. Roseboom will track it down. Heading toward the 93rd minute. Atlanta United 2 with a 2-goal advantage, but down a man, trying to hang on here for their first win of the year. Sam cuts it back. Morales couldn't get past Boschti. They want a handball call. They're going to call a foul instead on Miami FC as Steedman goes down.
Not looking for a handball, looking for a studs up challenge on Daniel Steedman. He stays down. Challenge. Take another look at it now. Steedman steps in off his chest, but it studs up with the left foot. Othello Ba picks up the yellow card.
So in the 93rd, Othello Ba gets a yellow. Physio's out now taking a look. He's now up. Kind of gingerly. Favoring that right leg a little bit.
Steedman knows the situation.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to leave the field because the yellow card was issued. The trainers did come on to check him, but because it was a yellow card foul, he doesn't have to leave the field, and he knows that, and he's going to take as much time as he possibly can. Atlanta playing with 10 men, and Tony Annan closing in on win 1 in game 1.
Halfway through the 8 that went on the board. We'll have a little time added to that. Markey, foul on John A. And a yellow on Mejia. So Mejia gets a yellow.
Young Mejia learning the tricks of the trade. Anything you can do to waste a little time right now.
Man down 2 goals up, Atlanta United 2. Roseboom trying to direct a little traffic. Knocked out by Wiley. Throw in, intercepted Wiley and Boschti. Mejia trying to challenge. Harrison Heath will grab it. Nice back heel to keep it back in play. Granito up and over to Chaw. Looking to go on Jadama. Hand fighting, no whistle, none needed. Sending long, Lamine John A. Roseboom is back, Markey is back. So what's John A gonna do? He's got a lot of open space. He'll wind up with the right onto Silvestre.
What a ball to spring Lamine John A. Doesn't make the most of it after the cut inside. Puts one defender on the ground, but way too easy for Silvestre to make the save.
Heath and Markey now. Coming halfway through minute 96. Sam into the area trying to get Chaw sprung. Click down looking for Romario, back and forth. Goal kick, last touch by Miami. That'll knock off a little more time. Once again, both teams chasing after their first win in Group H here in 2020 in the USL Championship.
With that second place in the group earning you a playoff slot. 3 points were vital tonight for both of these teams. Tampa Bay and Charleston trying to create a little separation up at the top.
Riley tries to chest it down and control it, can't. Chaw chased by Boschti. Baugh. Steedman was there. Morales now. Harrison Heath. Franco. Othello Baugh again. Lloyd Sam. All the way over back post, looking to settle. Nothing there, cleared. Harrison Heath will get it, not all the way out. Chips it back into the area, and Romario Williams puts it in the net. Flag stays down, and it's 4-3, late 97th minute.
Ben Lundgaard doesn't get this one. It's just a delicate chip in, and Romario Williams, I believe, chest. It's a great ball from Harrison Heath. Blindly back to the back post to Williams. Beautiful ball from Harrison Heath. Not sure if Williams got his forehead or his nose to that, but it's enough to beat Lundgaard. No nonsense now from Atlanta United 2. Get it as far away from your own goal as possible.
Last touch by Markey. Atlanta United 2 will take their time. Gurr didn't want the ball that he was walking past. He wants the one that's in front of him. Sending everybody forward. This is going to go as long as he can. Islam Pexonar, center F, wanting Jack Gurr to release the ball into play. Down the line, Sam, Heath, turned, Gurr. Jadama, Boschti. Wiley will just send it long with the left to Mejia in the corner. Mejia tries to keep it in. And Atlanta United 2 will just send it as far down as they can. Silvestre having to run for the ball that just went out. How much time does Miami FC have? Not a lot. What can they do with it? Roseboom.
It's like one more chance for Miami.
John A marking. Heath has Morales.
About 40 seconds over the allotted 8 minutes.
Sam. Steedman was there, knocked out.
Looks like that clock's going to continue to run.
Romario, Sam, Heath. Back to Roseboom. Spins away from Boschti.
Going into the 100th minute now.
Boschti sticking with it. Heath, chip to Granito. Wiley is there. Give to Boschti, and this should do it. Boschti looking to get the ball away from him as far as he can. It trickles out. Last touch by Harrison Heath. How much more time is Island Pexonar going to give? Throw into Boschti. He can kill some time. Driving on Roseboom. Lamine John flick. Back out of the area. Another rush from Miami FC.
Unbelievable he's allowing this much time. Miami has an opportunity to break.
Ba, Romario, Chaw, Morales. Morales looking to drive. Jadama was there to get him away from the area. Sam is there on the edge, looking to send it in with the right, blocked by Steedman, and that'll do it. After almost 100 minutes, Tony Annan and Atlanta United 2 get their first win of the year in his first match as interim head coach for the Stripes here at Fifth Third.
It's a match Tony Annan won't soon forget. Had a little bit of everything, some plays that he's going to have some long conversations with his young team about, some moments that they really struggled in, but they showed a lot of heart multiple times, falling behind a Miami FC, bouncing back, going a man down, finding 2 goals, and then seeing it out late. It's a strong win from a young team, and it's a big win in his first professional match for manager Tony Annan.
Don't miss a minute of action in 2020. You sign up today and get alerts on ESPN. Follow your club on ESPN.com at the follow button for Atlanta United 2. We'll come back and put a bow on this one. The Stripes win it 4-3 from the Fraction. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit Piedmont.com.
Before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit
I knew you.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. 100 minutes of action in the USL Championship give Atlanta United 2 their first win of the year, 4-3, having to finish the final half hour a man down. And Jason, you look at the match stats, and I usually like to ask you what we see versus what we know. What do we know about tonight?
A lot of craziness happened in this 100-plus minutes tonight. The red card was a huge problem for Atlanta United 2. That's why the possession goes to 57% for Miami. A good number of chances, quality chances. Jack Gurr was essential for Atlanta United 2. They get that 4-goal cushion, and they needed every bit of that cushion to see this one out with 10 men.
Absolutely crazy. Let's take a peek at Group H with the up-to-date standings. And Atlanta United 2, with that first win of the year, they get into the points. They're only 2 now back of Charleston, as Tampa and Charleston are going at it this weekend, so they've closed that gap a lot.
Battery have 2 games in hand. One of them will be this weekend, and then Charleston comes here to Kennesaw next Wednesday in a very important game for Atlanta United 2's playoff life.
Now, you mentioned what else is going on right now. Louisville and SKC, they're tied 1-1 in the 73rd. We've got action later tonight. Portland and Reno 1868, Sacramento and Orange County. Remember, with LA Galaxy 2, and San Diego Loyal has been postponed. It was a big night. It was a brace for Mackie Jope, a big night for Jackson Conway, and a big night for a lot of the youth of Atlanta United too. A lot of stuff happened in 100 minutes, but by the end of it all, full points for the Stripes. Atlanta United 2 wins at 4-3 over Miami FC. For Jason Longshore, I'm John Nelson. Thanks for hanging out with us here. You've been watching the USL Championship on ESPN+. Play safe, everybody. We'll see you next time.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.